People's car payments have absolutely skyrocketed to an unprecedented level. And Americans can't really afford this anymore because with the general cost of living rising every day, it seems. I mean, people's rent from their groceries to their gas prices, everything are going up these days. People cannot afford to pay, like in this video, some people claim over $1,000 a month for just their car payment. I mean, this is absolutely insane, guys, but keep watching this video.
I'm just gonna be honest. When y'all start talking about y'all paying $600, $700 car notes, I be quiet. I be quiet. Zip. I don't say nothing. And I be quiet because the economy is not even set up for the average person to pay $600 or $7 for a car
Nope.
note, to be honest. And that's why I be quiet, because I just be like, wow. Just wow.
The older I get, I start to realize how many people are in this massive amounts of debt and they just don't seem to care about it. So over Christmas break, my car actually broke down and I went to go get it fixed and they said the engine was going to be like $18,000 to repair it. So I was like, okay, obviously not. I'm going to buy a new car. So I went on Car Talk on TikTok to see some options for how to buy a used car or buy a new car, because this will be like my first time doing this. And some of you guys, man, like, you're spending way too much on your cars. My parents taught me growing up that if the monthly payments were anything more than like $300 to $500, you couldn't afford the car. So I don't know what you guys are out here doing. And these are for like Toyotas and Hondas, okay? And I get like 10 years ago, like Toyotas were way cheaper than they are now. It's like a lot more expensive, but $1,000 a month car payment? Are you serious? Bro, and you wonder why you're broke all the time. And one friend was telling me how she just took out a personal loan for like $20K at like 4% interest on this one site. I think it was called Credify. And she used that to buy a slightly older car. That's what I've been thinking about doing, but that's honestly what a lot of people on here need to start doing. Instead, you're out here buying a car that's way out of your budget, just try to impress the person next to you. So if I didn't just spell it all out for you, now's your time to find it.
Can y'all make something make sense to me? Are y'all really out here paying $1,200 for a car note? Like, I don't know. Y'all make it make sense to me, because it doesn't make sense to me. This is like, I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw like the 10th person who's talking about how they paid $1,200 for their car note. I drive a luxury vehicle, but $1,200 for a car note is not. No, that's not clicking, Steven. That's not clicking. I'm not doing that, and I don't do that. So, are y'all really out here paying $1,200? Please let me know.
Would you?
I mean, I don't care what you guys think, but if you're paying $1,200 a month for your car note, you need to rethink about making your financial decisions and how sound they are, because there's no way that you're not going broke after that. I mean, the facts are car and maintenance and just gas and everything. You have to consider all these things. I mean, $1,200 a month is just not sustainable for a car that really depreciates so much over time. I mean, do you really need this? You got to think twice on that. But let's keep watching.
You pay $1,400 a month on the car of your dreams? And if not, what is the most you would pay or the most you have paid and been comfortable with that? My dream car is a Tahoe. I have always wanted to have a Tahoe for many, many years now. However, I watched a video last night of a girl saying after 3 years of paying $1,400 on her $84,000 Tahoe, she bought it new at the time, she decided that it was no longer worth that and she was trading it in for something cheaper. And like when I heard her say that she was paying $1,400 a month on a car note, I just was like, no. Personally, out. I could never do that. I couldn't spend more than $1,000 a month on a car note in order for me not to be literally sick every single month when I had to pay that. Now, it'd be different if someone like has a decent large amount of money and like $1,400 was just a drop in the hat and it was no big deal. That's different. But I feel like from what I see, a lot of people who buy the very expensive trucks, the very expensive SUVs, a lot of them end up going car broke because they're obsessed with their vehicle, but now they have no extra money on sometimes even necessities. And that's not for me. That is not for me. Now, if you can afford it and still not have to struggle, that's something different. But I just can't, in today's economy especially, imagine paying $1,400 on a vehicle. I am glad for her, whoever she was, that she realized that was no longer worth it, because she said she was only paying off like $10,000 a year and she was paying thousands of dollars in interest. And I'm sorry, but at some point you just have to tap out and be like, I love that vehicle, but I'm just not that dumb. I can't lose that amount of money and interest. Just can't do it.
I see.
Guys, this is just my opinion, and again, you know, you can have different takes on this, but I personally think I don't care if it's your dream car. If you're spending $1,400 a month just on car payments, and keep in mind, guys, your insurance is likely gonna be like $200-300 a month, so you're paying $1,600 a month just for your car payment. I mean, that is absolutely insane. How can anyone think that's a good idea? And it's like what she said, I'm glad she realized at the end that it wasn't a good idea. But honestly, any, planning, anything, thinking ahead could have had you figure it out that, no, this is not what you should be doing in today's economy. But let's keep watching.
Seen this post going around that say if $2,400 a month for a car payment is high, then I can't even be around you. And I gotta say, I can't be anywhere near this guy. We can't even be in the same vicinity as each other. He needs to file a restraining order against me because $2,400 a month for a car payment is crazy. What the fuck is y'all driving? Spaceships? Hey, I always wanted to get one of the motherships and put a Hellcat engine in it. Just ving, ving. Shit, for $2,400, I might need something with a flux capacitor strapped to the back of it. I'm trying to think, man, for $2,400 a month, fuck having like a Lamborghini or something. Bring me Optimus Prime. For $2,400 a month, I can literally have a whole fleet of Honda Civics, a whole army of Altimas. And I know I'm being cheap, broke, whatever you want to call it, because I know it's people out there actually paying that. It's just $2,400 a month? Ugh. I guess if you're making millions, it don't matter, but any other circumstance, it's crazy as hell. Actually, what y'all car payments looking like? Am I just being cheap, or is this a regular thing that's happening? I need to know something.
I want to know what y'all's car payments are every month.
No, it's not you being cheap. $2,400 a month for a car? I mean, that is just, I don't care how rich you are, but that is a dumb financial decision, in my opinion. I mean, you should not be paying anywhere close $2,400 a month for a car. Insane stuff. Let's keep watching.
Because I refuse to believe that I am the only person with a high car payment, and I refuse to believe that my husband is the only man with a high truck payment. I don't know if y'all see it, but I literally see vehicles posted for sale now for like $100,000 to almost $200,000. And there is absolutely no way that people are purchasing these vehicles without paying a high car payment. So y'all are mad at me, and I know that I am not the only person with these high-ass car payments. I'm not. And other people just might not be telling you what their car payments are, but there are a lot of people with these high car payments for absolutely no reason. Vehicles now are not the same cost as vehicles used to be. I can look online and find a hoopty, and it's going to be like $15,000. That is wild. So please, tell me what your car payments are, because I need to prove a point that I am not the only person in this predicament, especially people that bought their cars a few years ago during the pandemic, because that is when the cars started getting really high, which is when I bought our vehicles. So tell me, do you have a high car payment or do you have a low car payment? Because there's got to be way more high car payments than just me.
Something that I noticed lately is given these times, car prices are high, car notes are high, right? And people keep saying, I would never pay this much for a car note. That car payment is insane. That's a mortgage payment. But you want to know what I find interesting that nobody ever talks about? That daycare bill. You want to talk about the value depreciating in a car and talk about people whose car payments are high. But what about that daycare bill? Daycare bill be $300, $400, $200 a week and don't have multiple kids. You're not getting that money back. But you people will pay $1,000, $1,200, whatever it is in daycare. And trust me, I'm a mom, I've been there. But I never ragged on what anybody else decided to spend their money on. It ain't my bill anyway. Just my thought.
Okay, but what are y'all paying for your car payment? Because now you have me confused. Because $650 is a lot. It's a lot. I would rather not pay it. Don't love that. However, I do love my car. However, she's not a fancy sports car. I have a 2023, might be a 2022, I don't remember. Kia Sorento. Nice SUV. I loved her. I love her. Again, I love her. But it's not fancy by any means. I would consider it a normal car for a mom, for a family. Also, that monthly payment includes like my warranty with Kia. So anytime my light comes on, anytime I need my oil changed, they got me, and that's nice. And also our credit is good. Before you say our credit's bad, that's why my payment is high. And before you say they must have got me on some crazy interest rate, I'm pretty sure we went back and forth with the dealer and USAA, and we went with the USAA, and I think we got like 2 or 3%. So none of that is a factor. We weren't bought into anything. We just got a brand new car, which I felt like was a good purchase, and I still do feel like is a good purchase and a good monthly investment, though it does make me sad. Simply because I'm a mother, I'm a homeschool mom especially, we're always doing things. Now I work, I need a reliable car. We're also traveling across state line all the time. I need something that's reliable, and you never know what you're getting from a used car. So let me know what you pay for a brand new SUV within the last few years, because I thought that was normal.
Personally, I think the most I'm willing to pay for a month for a car is like $400, maybe 500 if the car is like really the car of my dream. But honestly, any more than that, it's taking a toll on your financial well-being, man. Because think about it like this: not only you have your car payment, you have your other bills. You have your car insurance, that's going to be like $100 a month at least, maybe more. And you have maintenance for your car, gas is going up, like, being at a high. So you have all these other bills that's associated with getting a new car that you have to consider. It's not just the car itself. So all these things add up. So you really want to really get that price down, get that monthly payment down as much as possible. Let's keep watching.
Never understood why people buy a car and make car payments on it when they can barely afford it. Like, I know it's one thing if you can pay it off all at once, but you do payments for either like credit or whatever. But I remember I was talking to this girl years ago, and she was always complaining about how my bills are so high and I have to pay my car and I have to do this and I can't even buy groceries. And I was like, why? I just asked one. I was like, why did you buy like such an expensive car when you could have gotten like a $4,000 or $5,000 one? And she was like, I felt like I deserved a nice thing because I worked to save up for it. I was like, okay, fair, valid. Like, you can treat yourself, right? You live your life how you want. But I said, why would you do that if you struggle to afford it? Like, I feel like you're better off getting a car that you can pay off right away, and then you save up, and then once you're like more stable and you're like, okay, now I want the nice car because like it's not gonna affect me that much, then you get it. But like, why do people do that? Like, I know there's some people who will like buy something expensive for the love of just flaunting it. But see, every time I think about people and how they buy cars, I always think about Jeff Bezos. When he was already a billionaire, or like almost there, he was driving a very old Toyota or a Honda. And someone asked him, they're like, you are worth so much money. Why do you still drive this old car? He goes, because it works perfectly fine. And that, I remember that. So I was like, man, the guy with the bunch of money that he can burn and it would never affect him, he could care less about a McLaren or whatever. And I said, but why are people who like struggle in basic society, why do they feel like they need a up-to-date car? Me, I got my little Camry. Man, me and my Camry, we like this. We've been through it all, and it's paid off. I never have to worry about, oh, the first of the month this year, I got to pay for my car. No, like one day when I can just buy a car and pick a nice car that I want, yeah, I'll get it, because at that point, I'll be able to, like, it's not going to be a hassle. But now, I cannot imagine having a car payment. Like, people got to pay rent. If you got kids, you got to take care of your kids. Now, granted, if you're just a lone single, sure, right, it's in your means, treat yourself. But, like, people that don't have it in their means, why do they put themselves in that financial burden? Never understood it. Like, Shoot, my little cousin, I remember his first car, he wanted a nice first car. And like he could afford it at the time, but then like the car didn't even work because he was trying to like it was a project. I was like, bro, just get yourself a little beater, save up, and then you can work on that kind of side. But it's people in cars, man. Like I feel like the internet has taken people's mindsets about cars to a whole nother level. Like, bro, all you need is four wheels that go back to where you need to go and back home. That's it. Shit, if your shit goes roar when you step on the gas, the little Honda Camry, the little Nissan that don't make noise, y'all go to the same place. Y'all gotta go the same speed limit. So I don't know, man. Cars, man. Don't be fooled.
A lot of you guys are asking.
I agree with this guy 100%. This is the reason I still drive a 2012 Toyota Camry that's so banged up and it's got so many dents in it you can't even count. And I don't really care because it works perfectly fine. It gets me to places, the engine works, everything about the car is just good. I mean, when you think about it at the end of the day, what a car is just a place, that means of transportation to get you from point A to point B. It's just all people have over the years added all this, type of comparison, just spending more on a car, but for what? You're not living in your car. This is why I never got the fact that so many people are spending so much money just on getting a brand new car just to show off to other people. I mean, I have the money right now. If I buy another car, I'd probably get another Toyota Camry, just a newer one that'll save me more gas. That's really the way I think about things, but I don't know why so many people see it as such a big deal. But let's keep on watching.
Why my car payment is $1,000 a month, and here's why. So I told you guys I got my first car when I was a senior. It was the car of that year. I had a backup camera, I had a push start, everything, right? 9 months later, I crashed it and I totaled it, and my parents had already almost paid it off. So then they pulled me out another car, the same one, but I had to pay it. So I started paying it. I was giving payments, and I was almost done. I had less than 10,000, right? I always kept up with the maintenance, everything. And I don't know why, but there was so many recalls on this car to the point where it almost left me on the freeway a couple times, okay? By this time, I already had my son. He was a baby at that time. And it got to the point where it wasn't even safe for us to be driving in that car, not even on the freeway, not anywhere. So my mom was like, it was time to upgrade. So I was like, all right, bet. So then I went in, and at that time, it was 2021. I got a 2021 Acura ILX, super nice, brand new, nice interior, everything, right? Never really gave me problems. And I got married. We have 3 kids now, fast forward to now. And we just didn't fit in that little car anymore. We needed a SUV, like a mom car. So I traded in this car, my car, for this car, and I'm actually carrying $10,000 of negative equity from my very first car. But I had no choice. Like at that point, it was not safe to drive that car. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna have to swallow it and take the L. So that's why my car payment is so high, but it's totally worth it for me because yes, I have my mom car and we have our room. And look at this car seat. Look at how big it is. It takes up a lot of space because it turns. And my kids are comfortable. We have a stroller in the back. So to me, yes, it's $1,000, but it's our safety, and we have the room that we need. And I love my car.
I mean this with the utmost disrespect. If you are driving a brand new vehicle with a whopping fat payment, do not be complaining about groceries. Do complain about the economy. Do not be complaining about Joe Biden, even though he is absolutely terrible. I beg you. Y'all are embarrassing everybody. Just shut your mouth, okay?
After watching this video, I really feel like a lot of people really don't have that much financial sense or financial literacy to manage their own money and finances. I mean, is this normal or is this just an internet trend when we're paying over $1,000 a month for a car payment, guys? Nothing else, not even your insurance, just a car costs you more than $1,000. Some people are throwing out numbers like $1,400 every month for a car. How are you doing this? I mean, how are you not just thinking twice about this decision? I mean, I genuinely don't understand. Like what I said before, even a car of my dreams, the absolute perfect car for me, the most I'm willing to pay for a month is $500 because that's, I think, at the end of the day, the amount I really can afford. And that's how you should make your decision when it comes to these large purchases because let's face it, a car is not an asset per se. It depreciates a lot. And, this is just absolutely bonkers, man, to me. How many people are just getting in so much car debt for no reason, not even thinking twice about it. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. What's your current car payment right now? And do you think it's too high, or, do you think you're managing it okay? And what do you think about people paying this much for a car payment? Let me know.